Oh, back again so soon.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A fair entices friends to fun and games, except Jümp trains with Fey Bard. Mirrors delight Morric. Maggie teaches me to jibe, but Chimera attacks.
It's 10 years ago, and you have been approaching a plume of smoke on the horizon for the past 20 minutes. The possibilities for what it might be were endless. Perhaps a warm inn to spend the night at, or a smithy to work your weapons. But as you arrive at its origin point, the reality is a little more grim. A caravan resides in a ditch, having been run off the road. The creatures that pulled this now flaming wagon have either run away or been stolen. A few bodies lay strewn on the ground. Eladrin, bugbears, hobgoblins. Grumpo looks down in the ditch and sighs. This poor group. Perhaps this was the work of highwaymen, but I know that small-minded people around here can be distrustful of the Fey folk. I wouldn't put it past mob mentality to be behind this savagery.
Oh no. You think that this could have been some sort of prejudicial crime?
I do, yes.
This is most unfair.
That's sad, that is.
The one thing I am unable to take aim at with my bow is internal prejudice. Although often, shooting the person in the face does help with that as well.
It does end the prejudice, yes, in a sense. It ends it in that person.
Yeah, people always say that violence is never the answer, and so much of the time it's the answer.
Oh, yes. In this group, we have definitely learned that.
But have we proven it? Time will tell.
Speaking of which, can we tell who this... Can we maybe spend the next 2 days tracking down these people and murdering them for doing a hate crime?
Corpses! I promise to you, I will find your killers, and I get on one knee.
I get on one of the corpses.
Perhaps if we cross paths on our route, but as sad as it is, I don't think we'll have time to do a full vendetta.
Oh, it's been ages since we did a vendetta, though, Grumpo.
Master Dewclaw.
How about a half vendetta where we kill some of the surface level people who are responsible, but not the management?
And we just leave, yeah. Make ourselves feel better, like we did something.
Set up a sequel opportunity where we hunt them down.
In a strange foreign land where everybody has offensive accents.
Maybe we just all change our profile pictures to like a green square for a bit and then we do nothing else about it.
Bleurgh's got the right idea. Nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Grumpo looks up at the position of the sun in the sky and ruminates for a moment before striding down the ditch with purpose. Time be damned, we're putting these folk to rest.
Oh, yes, that would have been the noble thing to suggest. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, put them to rest with vengeance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll do that later. Justice. Loving friends, after all. Remember, that's firmly in our title at this point of the band. Firmly in the title.
And always will be, as you frequently say.
And always will be. Yes.
Just like my paladin.
For now...
Paladins forever, everyone.
For now, let's be the respectful, loving friends.
Respect.
Because we love respectful. You're right. Let's do our duty here.
They were Fey, and they got killed. It were very sad.
I thought it was going to rhyme. Really sure.
Amen.
Is Margaret doing the haiku now?
No, not a haiku. That's a traditional rite that you do for Fae.
Oh.
I read that in a book.
I dated a Fae in college briefly, so know about most of the lore and the rituals.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was something like that.
Yeah.
So
just talk absolute nonsense.
Yeah. You were dead. Shot in the head. We're not coming back. Ha ha!
Margaret, what the fuck was that?
Back in the present. Back in the present. Your joyful evening at the fun fair has been interrupted by an animal show gone awry. There is now a fire-breathing chimera on the loose.
It's fine.
Jümp, as you continue to jam out with Johannes, you hear
Jam out with your bam out.
screams and commotion over at the big top.
But you see Morric walking out looking really chill, so you're like,
Back into the Hall of Mirrors.
One more ticket, please.
Well, everything seems to be going according to plan.
Wonder what's going on over there, Johannes. You hear that, right? That's not just in my head.
No, there are definitely a lot of people screaming, my man. Maybe we should go check it out. Maybe you could display some of the things you've learned.
I was going to say no, but if it is a chance to practice the craft. Hey, look, are you a fighter? Do you fight danger? Or are you going to be like a backing sort of dude?
I'm going to be a supporter. I'm going to be moral support for you while you show what you've got.
Maybe I'll support my friends, assuming they're there. But let's go!
Whoa, okay, whoa. And you run off to the tent. Can everyone roll initiative?
Run a fun. Done a 1. Victory in this new style.
That's a 19.
18.
ooh, 21 for Margaret.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well,
That's
she
true.
did leap straight in. So.
And also, we were both in the tent when the thing happened, so it makes sense that we would act first.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Margaret to just sit there for a bit and watch.
If I must.
Oh, I got another one, Bleurgh. Look at it go. Jump, jump, jump.
And Morric?
I wish I could help, but I left. So.
Yeah, Morric left.
Morric has fully canonically left the
No,
tent.
Morric left. That's funnier. That's way funnier.
I'm gonna say I left, but I can't. I'll come back. I'll come. Maybe I'll see Jümp coming. Yeah.
As Jümp and Johannes are running past the Hall of Mirrors. I'm like, Morric, what are you doing?
Oh, hi, Jümp. Mirror?
Have you seen this?
I know, it's so good, isn't it?
Enough of that. Maggie and Bleurgh. Are they over there where the screaming's coming from?
Oh, yes.
Listen, Morric. Scream a dream. Cream a ream. Don't think about what I just said. No, just keep running.
Okay, excuse me, sir. How long is the mirrors open?
Oh, the mirror's closing about 10 minutes, sir.
Okay, I'll be back in 8 minutes. I'll lumber back.
You've got 5.
We have a terrible ticking clock on this journey now.
Never have the stakes been higher.
I'll roll my initiative. I got a 2, so that probably indicates where I am.
Perfect. The dice. Sometimes the dice tell the story.
Morric's taken a mirror and he's dragging it to the thing with it.
Margaret, it occurs to me that this would be a perfect opportunity for demonstrating what I've learnt so far in my tutelage with you.
Okay.
How would you suggest I piss this thing off?
Well, start by grabbing its attention, obviously. So you just shout at it a bit, and then, I don't know, just sort of call it a stupid little sissy, really, or something like that.
Somehow I get the impression that you should be taking actions before me. Perhaps you may demonstrate.
Is that because I'm flying in the air halfway down towards the stage as we have this conversation?
And I can't thank you enough for indulging me in this precious moment.
That's fine. Wait a second. I think I'm just about... Yep, gravity.
Yes, so Maggie, you are first.
I've got a level 4 spell now, friends.
Insta-death.
On yourself.
Yeah, for you.
I'm going to just jump straight in and immediately blast off 3 scorching rays to try and drag this chimera's attention away from the crowds.
Okay. Give me some attack rolls.
That's an 18, an 8, rubbish, and a 10.
1 hit.
Okay.
Name the ray.
Oh, yeah.
Let me load up the database.
Oh, always laugh at Raterbase.
If I type database into Google, it doesn't come up.
Oh, no.
That's bullshit.
Wow, it's almost like it's an incredibly specific thing on our Discord. Hey, listeners, if you've got a ray that you're desperate for us to use, why not join our Discord?
Got a ray that's desperate to play? Join our Discord.
But wait, before you, just so you know, we've already done Ray Park. So you don't need to set
And
that.
just and before you ask, we have already done Pepsi Ray.
We have already done Pepsi Ray. Unfortunately.
So stop asking.
Paul Salt,
Yes.
how well do you know Sailor Mars?
What?
Great. Pinot Ray.
Sorry, what?
From the Sailor Moon cartoon.
Sailor Moon. Okay, right.
Yeah, but it's not Sailor Moon, it's Sailor Mars.
Thanks, Ida, at Empanida. Great handle.
There's like 10 sailors and they're all named after different planetary bodies. And Sailor Mars is one of them.
So there's a Ray Hino.
Hino Ray.
I've got
the Ray list up here.
I am loading up YouTube
brackets,
right now.
Sailor Mars, close brackets. And
Okay.
I want to say again, that is provided by our lovely friend of the show, Ida.
Thank you, Ida.
Thank you, Ida.
I'll have that impression
Would
for
you
you
like
ready
to
shortly.
roll some damage while Paul looks up Sailor Moon clips on YouTube?
Finally, a job I can do. A compilation of Ray moments, sure.
Classic Paul.
That can't be
Do I
real.
get to add anything to that?
That's not what this show is really like.
I don't know, Paul. Seems good to me. Sod it, I'll quicken that so that using 2 of my sorcery points with meta magic, I will quicken that so that I can also cast a cantrip. Or I can hit it at the same time with the quicken spell. But my hits are rubbish, so I will also do a cantrip on it. 6 damage from the single ray.
So the ray shoots off from your hammer and lets out a cry that sounds like...
is it time for now? All right,
Yeah,
I'll do an
it's
impression of the
time.
first video I found. What, do you want me to just kill myself? Is that what you want?
That can't be real. Yeah.
That's what I
You
found.
have to watch-
That's what I fucking
You have to
found.
watch the wrong thing.
I watched Ray moments.
That's not right.
Send in better clips of Ray from Sailor Moon, everyone. YouTube doesn't have a good selection.
Maybe it would help if I'd spelt the guys. I think maybe it's the actor.
R-A-Y-E.
No.
But there's also R-E-I, and
That
it's
one.
the same character.
H-I-N-O-R-E-I is what I've got.
Yeah, that's
written
also
down
here. It's the same character. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on.
Sailor Mars. What I'm saying is prepare better next time, Paul.
Yeah,
I'll
this is
follow
on you,
that up.
Paul. Anyway, so that hits the chimera and it wheels back, letting out both a bleat, a roar, and a snarl as the ray.
I'd like to hear that, Sarah, please.
Fuck me. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Perfect.
Oh,
Ooh,
beautiful.
one of those is unpleasant on the caption. I don't know which one.
They're all pleasant on our ears, though.
Guys, can I stop watching Sailor Moon clips? I'm getting just
Yeah, please
upset.
stop.
No.
What's the cantrip, Jen? We have to move on.
You've let me cast Green Flame Blade on my hammer before, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'd like to cast Green Flame Blade as a cantrip and then do a melee attack against the creature. So
Yeah.
that means I have to use all my movement
Yeah.
to run right up to the chimera. So I'm going to be straight up underneath it. It's a natto 1-0.
Oh, that definitely doesn't hit. No.
Are you sure? Just double check for me, would
So
you?
you alight your hammer in green flames, wheel it up, and then just bring it down impotently in front of the chimera.
And Margaret had just at that moment started saying, "Oh, you look at you with your 3." Oh, wait. Actually, Bleurgh, ignore that one. That wasn't a good example. Well, lesson hasn't started yet.
I understand.
Yeah.
It often takes time for senseis to adjust and center themselves, and that is often done through the medium of Scorching Ray.
Now it is your turn in the initiative, Bleurgh.
Okay. Any last-minute advice, Margaret, before I attempt to irritate this thing?
Don't roll a nat 1.
As you always say. Okay.
Yeah, don't roll a nat 1 with your personality.
Hey, thing.
Oh, she shakes her head and puts it in her hands.
We haven't been formally introduced yet, but I believe that you are a jerk. However, I am aware that first impressions can be misleading.
No, Bleurgh.
Nevertheless, yours is very strongly negative up front, which is bound to lead to you losing out on opportunities.
Margaret's taken out a small notebook and is making notes.
Okay, at this stage I shall shoot at it with my bow. and I shall do some awesome stuff that will let me... I'll do this outside of character. I'll do some good stuff that will let me...
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh. Oh, he's back.
Right, let's do Fighting Spirit then, which will give me advantage for the next turn. And yeah, let's do an action surge so I can attack an extra time, which means 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, I say to my oath bow, what do I have to know what this thing's called?
Yeah,
Chimera.
you know it's a chimera.
Cool, I say chimera to my oath bow.
Does it talk to Bert in a wacky accent? Oh, you want to cast an oath on the chimera?
It's not Kit the car from Knight Rider.
The oath bow.
Well, who does it sound like then?
Once per day, you may whisper the name of an enemy to the bow. When that target is hit by the bow, they take an extra 3d6 damage.
Oh. Okay, right, so I'm rolling 3 d20s to see if I hit it. 16, a 26, and a 24.
They all hit.
Hooray! Okay, that is not that many.
Round it up to 5d6.
24.
You let loose. Were you jumping down to be near Margaret?
Oh yes, I do a boing so that I can be in this thing's face, which is a new tactic that I'm decided to embrace, which is why I got my stealth tattoo.
So you spring out of the seating down to Margaret, letting out 3 arrows as you fly forward. Each one
And a cry.
finding purchase. And a sick burn. It definitely makes the chimera feel bad. It definitely wasn't too wordy or long-winded. But
You're coming on too strong.
To reiterate,
your hits definitely had great effect.
Massive damage.
You know, it was to add 3d6 to each hit, right?
No? What?
Yeah. I was like, 24 doesn't feel strong
Okay.
enough. But
Let me roll 6 more d6 then.
yeah, because normally there'd be a lot of enemies, so you'd only have like one favorite enemy. You can only do it once a day. But this is one big bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Add another 21 points of damage, please.
There we go.
Heck
Fuck yeah, mate.
Hold it.
Jump. It's now your turn. You come running through the flaps of the tent, and you are not too far from the fracas. You can still run it within this turn to get up in its business if you want to.
Look, at the flaps of tent. It's Jump.
that's right, Jümp Fundenden here. And this is my great friend Johannes, or Hindi. John.
Just, we're fighting a chimera, Jump, okay? So just whatever.
Brilliant. All right,
hit
okay.
it. This
All
thing,
right.
okay? I know it's not maybe clear in this room what is our enemy at this point, but it is this one.
It's the thing that looks massively ashamed, as if it had just suffered a massive burn.
I'd ignore that description.
And also the thing that looks like a horrifying amalgamation of a goat, a lion, and a dragon.
Says Johannes. Thanks, Johannes. I can't believe I forgot your name. I thought it'd be a funny bit, but there's no way I would have actually forgotten that narratively. You're amazing. And I fucking love you, I swear now. He runs in and performs a knee slide. He's still got his lute in hand. And he just starts playing the first thing that comes to mind. And narratively, you could say that it manifests as bardic inspiration. Or... No. Blair rolls pretty well.
Margaret rolls rubbish.
Yeah, Margaret rolls bad. He goes, Blair, this is for you. No, wait. I changed my mind. Maggie,
Yes?
you suck slightly more than Blair. In this sense. But you're a well-rounded person.
I do in a very, mechanical sense, yes.
Other ways, though, you're like a MILF in every other aspect.
Well, thank you.
Try this on for size. Harder bard.
What sort of music is Jump solo stuff? Is it still old age, new age, prog rock?
Old age.
It's definitely it's ye oldie prog.
new age.
The golden oldies. Power ballads.
He's just strumming. He's taking inspiration from Fantasy Schoenberg. You know, just making sure every note is played.
Sounds like a fantasy dick.
This big fantasy dick energy, and amid the sort of the atonal majesty, he yells out, "Harder bard, lard a guard. Try this one on for size."
Sorry, how much do I get?
Once within the next 10 minutes, I'm learning as you're learning. Because I didn't check all these. I was like, brilliant, look at all these spells I've got. You can roll it's a D8 now, because I'm level 7.
Amazing.
You can roll a D8 and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
And can I check, Sarah, can I use it after knowing whether I
You
hit
can,
my
that's
roll?
the next line.
Wonderful, thank you.
The creature, which is a bit harsh, Maggie will do, can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration die.
Beautiful.
But you must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Yeah, okay, cool.
There you go. That's for you, Maggie.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I brought you back to life.
Still not wearing a top.
Just for this.
Is there anything else?
Oh, that's my bonus.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I thought so.
Was the chimera chained in any way, or does it have a metal collar around its neck?
No,
like that?
it was in a metal cage, so
It's not on.
Yeah,
That's on C.D. Hansen.
Didn't do his health and safety properly.
Oh, H&S would be furious with this place.
Rubbish risk assessment. Skip the risk assessment.
Skip the risk assessment, skip your life. That's what my gran always
And
said.
I kick his ashes.
Then I cast True Strike, which is a cantrip.
Oh,
Jümp has cantrips now.
Ooh.
I extend my hand and point a finger at a target in range. Chimera. My magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses. On my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack roll against the target, provided the spell hasn't ended.
Sweet.
cool.
Very cool.
I strike a magnificent rock and roll pose, power stance. I strum open strings and point at the chimera. Give me your secrets, mate.
And you lock eyes with the goat head and feel like you've got a deep insight as you stare into its weird, red, demon-like eyes.
Weird little square eyes. Does it have those square goat eyes? Pupils.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
But it's
Freaky.
now the chimera's turn. So,
Oh. It did like 40 damage to a CD,
what's
didn't it?
your
Yeah.
armor class, Margaret? Does a 26 hit?
You know what? Let me just scroll all the way to the top of my sheet to check. Oh, yeah, it does actually.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's a surprise. For everyone.
The front paws of the chimera, which are the lion legs, just slash down on you for 8 points of damage.
Sorry, Maggie.
Says nothing.
No one's going to lose sleep over that.
Jump, not Jump,
Jump.
Bleurgh,
Yes.
who's now in the fracas. Does a 15 beat your armor class?
It does. With my shadowy defense, I get to decide when to use it, right? It's not just the first thing that attacks me after each sunset.
No,
Yes.
you can decide, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, what was the thing with the armor class?
15.
Meets it, beats it. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The goat head comes rearing round at you, and one of the horns makes contact with your chest for 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Physical pain. I'd forgotten what this is like. This may be the first damage I've experienced on this adventure. How I have missed it. I forgot that I'm into this.
Now, the pair of you, could you make a dexterity saving throw? DC 15.
I can.
Be careful of your tattoos. They're raw still.
Yeah.
There's an arduous healing process.
It's okay, I'm going to roll into a vat of moisturiser.
Moisturising chimera blood.
That's a 4, but I'm remembering the items I've got, so I'm going to use the Ring of Evasion to spend one of the charges and my reaction for this round
Yes,
to
good.
succeed.
Nice.
Thank you. Stuff. I knew I liked stuff for a reason.
Love stuff.
Thank you, capitalism.
Well, technically you stole it, or you and Petrana stole it, so it's...
Thanks, crime.
And I kiss the little ring and go, thanks, Petrana, as I'd like dodge niftily out of the way.
Badass bitch.
So cool.
That's a 16.
16 beats it, so you're only going to take half damage.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Wait, of what? From that? Oh, okay. Now you're deciding. Just warm up my shadowy defense. Quarter damage, here we come.
I was feeling so cocky about the ring, and now... Wait, can my cloak of many fashions...
Does my water dependency...
38 divided by 2 is
19.
19.
19. Perfect.
I said it
you
first.
I said it first.
take
Fuck you.
19 points
I said
of
fuck you.
damage. The dragon head turns to you and just lets loose a cone of fire that engulfs you both.
Whoopsie poopsie.
Don't like cone.
Unlike C.D. Hansen, you are a little bit sturdier, so you are not immediately emulated.
Wowie.
I'm very aware right now of how much I would rather be in a tree.
The dragon head. Everybody, please. The dragon head.
Let us focus our attentions upon the dragon head. Hey, dragon head, you suck.
Oh, don't.
That's right, you sucker!
You represent the worst parts of a dragon, a goat, and the other thing that you are.
Yeah, in retrospect, I shouldn't have looked into the sturdy eyes of the goat.
Morric, you begrudgingly plod through the flaps of the tent and see your friends getting engulfed in fire. What would you like to do?
We give you a thumbs up, don't worry, it's okay.
Give Terminator thumbs up as you
As we melt into the ground.
Okay. I have to be back in 8 minutes.
Mr. Issa, are you able to communicate with the chimera? I need you to translate my sick burns. I think that's why they're not landing.
Morric rummages around in his little pouch and pulls out a caterpillar cocoon. And he would like to...
I choose you.
No, it's not
He
that.
would like to... oh, no. Does polymorph work on a monstrosity?
What wisdom save does it need to make?
15?
Okay. Let's see if it can beat a 15.
Okay.
Sadly, it rolled an 18 and has a +2. So it got a 20, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but does that beat 15 though?
Oh, my heart was in. I was like, what time is it? 37 minutes? Well, I guess if Nell makes it a chicken, this is all over.
Narratively, I was going to crush the story if I succeeded. I was going to be like, I have no time. It's now a cockatrice.
The rest of this story could be us befriending this chicken.
I was willing to honour it, but thankfully my lovely rainbow dice gave me an 18.
Yay. Yay for gay.
Yay, gay. They didn't want this fight to end prematurely.
They didn't. Gays love a fight, famously.
I guess I'm not quite on it today. Okay, that's fine.
Get your mind off the mirrors, mate.
My chicken game isn't strong today. I like to think that all of Morric's woodland friends are foes that she has polymorphed and brought home with him.
Do I have a bonus action of throwing a Pokemon?
I will allow throwing one of your furballs to be a bonus action. Please roll me a d8.
Oh, that's right. You don't get to pick, right?
No picking. All right.
Amazing.
I need a D8.
And let me open my Google sheet called the Nell Menagerie.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you are, I choose you.
I choose you.
The menagerie.
Well, it's a 1. I hope that doesn't mean it's like a fly.
Go fly.
I will say that numerically they are ordered in terms of
Lameness.
ability.
Ah, shit.
So,
All right. Well, I fling out one and I'm go Pokeball.
and in this world, you don't even know what that means. But you throw the furball and it hits the ground, and a small brown weasel with a streak of blonde along the back of it comes out and looks aggressive and angry and charges towards the chimera.
Let's see how he does.
Go, Weasel, go.
I often don't understand the things that Mitsuisa does, but they frequently result in great victory.
Okay, so the weasel got a 19.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Weasel.
And the weasel does 1d1 damage, which is there we go.
Wait, try, my friend.
That's what it says.
Are you going to roll it?
So 1 point of damage.
Are you going to roll it?
Yeah, okay.
I imagine he's wrapped around one of its legs, like.
Yes. Yeah.
There's nothing. It doesn't even realize it's there.
I have 2 very important questions. The first question is, what is the weasel's name? Second question, will that always be a weasel's name? Or will each weasel be named differently when he comes out?
Surely his name is Weasel, and that's all it can say as well.
I think Morric can name the weasel, much like you can nickname Pokemon. But we all know which Pokemon I was referencing.
What with the weasel?
Yeah.
Was it Weasel?
Wigglytuff.
Wheezing.
Weaseling. Jared Harris, Mom.
Mr. Mime.
No, it's fine. I can't even remember its name. It was like it's the Rattata equivalent from Sun and Moon.
Hitmonlee.
Surely, as well, Morric calls it a Pokeball, maybe because it's so small and it contains an animal. It's got to be pretty pokey in there.
It's a pokey.
Also, it's like a prison.
Yeah.
But we are back to the top of the initiative with Maggie.
Thought I'd at least get a patronising for that, but no, that's okay.
No, it's rubbish. Get out of here.
I'm down with it. I'm fine with it.
Thanks.
I would like to use my tattoo. I have a question
Tattoo?
about our cool tattoos.
Tattoo?
I know they count as actions. Do they count as spells?
I don't think so. I think they count as actions.
Okay.
So if it's like a concentration thing.
Because I got the Maggie got the coiling grasp tattoo. So as an action, as a reminder, I'll just remind everybody, including myself, as an action, the tattoo exudes inky tendrils which reach for a creature within 15 feet. The creature has to succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or take 3d6 force damage and be grappled.
Okay, I will make that strength saving throw knowing that, sadly, this is a strong boy. Wait, what did it need to succeed on?
14.
Ooh.
No, meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure? Wait, 15.
What about reverse
Yes,
meets it beats
14.
it?
Well, it still looks really blinking badass for a second as coils of inky tendrils ooze out of Margaret's fresh tattoo on her wrist and start to swirl around, and they snatch at the legs of the chimera. But unfortunately, it pulls back with its superior strength, just strong enough. And she focuses for a second and uses 2 more of her sorcery points. And irritated that her cool tattoo, she's like, you know what? I should probably wait for it to heal. That was probably the issue. I'm going to quicken another spell. And this time I'm going to cast my fresh new 4th level spell, a fire shield.
Okay, tell me what that entails.
Thin and wispy flames wreath Margaret's body, shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius. And dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Great.
So I know you care about that. And on this occasion, I'm going to make it a chill shield so that Margaret will get resistance to fire damage.
Chill shield, bro.
A chill shield, bruh. And in addition, I will warn you whenever a creature, I guess the chimera won't know this, but whenever a creature within 5 feet hits with a melee attack, the shield, it'll take some cold damage.
Okay.
From the outside, you see tendrils of inky blackness, smoke roiling around Margaret, and then suddenly she's on fire, like her full body on fire, wreathed in this blue flame that clearly isn't burning her. She just looks sick as heck. And she looks up at the chimera and says, "Bring it on, dude."
Nice.
And then does like that thing where they point at, you point at your eyes and then you point at them, but she does it 3 times in a row for each of the heads.
2 fingers at her
Yeah.
and then
2
6 fingers
in
out.
Yeah, 2 fingers in her eyes and then 6 out the chimera's eyes.
Bleurgh, we're up to you in the initiative.
And I thought your breath was bad before because it was really bad smelling. Oh! Thank you, Jump.
No,
Jümp.
very good. It's great work.
I feel they're getting piffier.
Oh, they're definitely getting shorter.
Exactly.
It's a good start.
Now that I have diminished the quantity, surely the quality shall come flooding in afterwards to make up the deficit.
Surely.
Right, allow me to use my position of privilege. No, let me shoot it with my bow.
Cool.
Only twice this time.
But you can still add the extra 3d6 because it's still your sworn enemy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but only if I... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 21 and a 26.
Yep, both a hit.
Oh! Hey!
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, Black, there's your new catchphrase, mate.
Hey.
But in that voice, in that 70s entertainer voice.
All right, fair.
Okay, let's roll. Okay, guys.
Okay, let's roll.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's roll.
Okay, I'm aiming at the dragon head, and it's 29
Let's
points.
roll.
29 points of damage, and this time I shall remember to do the poison.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
So DC 12 Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, natto 1-0.
Natto 1-0. All right then.
Hey.
In that case, you are poisoned for. Yeah. Really doesn't say how much damage it does. Just says you're poisoned now. So I guess
surely.
1d20 per second for the rest of.
No,
the
you can
rest?
look. You can look that up while
I'll find
Jump
out.
goes.
I can look. You know what? That can be my little game.
Yeah, treat yourself to looking up how poison works while Jump goes.
Treat
yourself to a nice
treat yourself to
Googling.
learning the fucking rules, mate.
You don't even need to close the Sailor Mars tabs, mate. You just handy trick. You just put the search term into the
Oh,
bar.
don't worry, that's been screaming in my ear the entire time.
That tracks.
Okay, add another 5 points of damage.
Jump. Johannes is sort of stood in the stands near you and goes, Hey, Jümp, your friends seem to be calling you Jümp. Have I been saying your name wrong this whole time?
Nah, man, they've been saying it wrong for 20 years or however long we've known each other.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Okay, Jümp, you're nailing it. Keep going, my friend.
Oh, thanks, man. Okay, have a look at this. See what you think. You can rate me constructively, yeah?
Absolutely.
Remember what I said about my security?
Your insecurity.
That's it, yeah, my insecurity.
Yeah. No,
Loads
man,
of it.
it's all good.
All right, cool. But no more. Because I turn around and I start picking at my lute to cast Mantle of Inspiration. As a bonus action, expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant myself a wondrous appearance. When I do so, I choose a number of creatures. So my hair... Okay, so to start off with, because we've got to get this out of the way, a wondrous appearance. Jump's hair grows like a couple of inches. So it's like that... It's that proto-long hair look of... You can see I've been growing out my hair, which is as far as I got during lockdown before I went, oh no, not at all. And then I choose a number of creatures I can see and that can see me within 60 feet up to none of this matters. I look at Bleurgh and Maggie, and you each get 8 temporary hit points.
Oh boy.
And you...
Wait, me?
Yes, and when you gain these...
Wait, me?
Yep.
8 temporary hit points?
Surely not me.
Bleurgh
Even me, mister.
Bleurgh hammer. So you get 8 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
And you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. And as I do this, as I play, I say, move away. Trust me, this is going to be sick.
All right, jump back.
But I look really cool at the moment.
Well,
Someone take my picture. And she just turns and poses.
I look around for the box.
if by take a picture you mean cast shatter, on I go.
Okay, I'm running.
Yeah, what
Bye.
was that they were able to use? They were able to move as a reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Then yes, you both can move.
I jump 25 feet away.
Ooh, do I want to or don't? Ooh. Yeah, no, let's move away. I'll use my reaction to move away.
Do you remember episode 3?
Yeah,
When,
I'm going to move away, don't worry.
Hey, Maggie, do you remember episode 3? A lot has happened since then, but you will remember this.
Yeah.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of my choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
So I need to make a constitution. What am I trying to beat?
16.
Woof. Constitution.
Frump.
Oh,
He got a 1.
Yeah.
oh, I thought you were making that face because it meets it, beats it, but it's the good kind of face. The good kind of pain. Not the pain that you experience when you let us just improv without structure. Okay, so 3d8 thunder damage. Jump again goes for the open string strum and just punches a wall of thunder from a point near the chimera.
Cool.
And that's 12 points of thunder damage. Move away! Trust me, this is going to be sick!
This jagged sound sphere erupts around the chimera, and you see all of the heads sort of moving around in agitation. But thankfully, you used your new bardic abilities to get your friends out of the way, so they didn't have to take those hit points.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool, very kind, very generous, very noble.
Very strategic.
Yeah.
And I say all of those things to Johannes. Did you see that? It was all of those things that I just said.
Yeah, man, it was very cool, very smart, very strategic.
Malleable.
I'm proud of you.
Lifelike.
I'm proud of you, my man.
I take 1d1 damage of tear down cheek.
Salt damage.
That's what I call it.
Vulnerability.
But it is now the chimera's turn.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to
Don't
see
like that.
if its fire breath recharges. It needs to roll a 5 or a 6 to recharge its fire breath.
On a
It's
D20.
not going to do that, though.
Got a 5.
Nah. Remember, I've got resistance to fire, so please
Yes.
hit me. Not my friends. I mean, please just hit my friends
very
anyway.
noble. Yeah. But the dragon is going to bring down its mouth first and a bite on Bleurgh. Bye, D20.
I'm leaving to be with Jümp now.
So is it running over to us? Is it moving to get it within range with us?
Yes, it is, but don't worry because Bleurgh, it rolled a 3.
Yay.
So its bite almost certainly. Wait, does a 10 beat your armor class?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What?
No?
Yes!
I thought your
I said
AC was
yes.
15.
I feel like Goodman's saying no and everybody's hearing me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because we are.
Yeah.
A 10 doesn't beat your armor class.
I forgot which way round the words were. Hi, everyone.
I forgot what yes means.
I'm fairly tired.
This is your time of day, Paul.
It was the good thing, and so I thought it was yes, because yes is positive.
Okay, Paul.
Hey,
You're
For
good.
me, it's a yes.
No.
Okay, it doesn't bite down on you,
Yay.
poor tired frog. Oh my god, and its claws only doing that So, I retired the other dice because it was rolling too many nat 20s. This one's definitely rolling too many nat 1s, so I think I have to retire this one for the opposite reason. It misses with its bite, it misses with its claws. Let's see if, with a new dice, it can do some flame damage to you.
Well, so far the hand and mouth stuff has proven ineffective, but what's new?
15. Does a 15... Oh, no, it doesn't roll. You have to do a dexterity saving throw to beat the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that then. That's a 15.
Beats it.
Okay.
Margaret?
Sorry. Remind me. Tell me what I have to do.
Dexterity saving throw.
Great. Dex save, and I can't use my reaction because I've already spent it this turn to move out of shatter range.
I'm just going to say yes and hope that it does good things.
Well, don't worry, because it's essentially the same result because you have resistance, so you're still only going to take half damage.
That's true. Well, I don't know. You might feel differently when I tell you I rolled another Natto 1-0.
Natto 1-0. Uh-oh.
I rolled a 1.
I think I get it now. The key to getting the enemy to focus on you is to be quite bad at things.
Excuse me?
30 points of damage, half to 15 for both of you.
Oh, goodness. That was a good use of a 4th level spell, turns out.
I forgot what the sweet tang of mortality is like. I can already feel my poetry improving and gaining in value.
Let's get rid of our 8 temporary hit points first.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you, Goodman.
The chimera, sort of deafened and confused by the sonic attack from Jümp, lunges forward, and with its claws and its bite, it misses in a deranged fashion, but then the dragon head does let loose a fiery blast that engulfs you.
I'm so on fire. I'm super duper on fire today.
Is it too late to call ourselves Sonic Attack?
I feel like the good people at Sonic Team, might have something to say about that.
The trademark, Sonic Attack. Go get him, Sonic.
There's definitely at least one comic called Sonic Attack.
What about Sonic Youth?
Oh, that's a good bad name.
Brand new.
It could be that.
Yeah, cool. The trick is, none of us are that young.
Oh yeah, you're all old fucks.
Old fucking dicks.
Morric, it's now your turn in the initiative.
I would please like to cast Wild Shape.
Okay.
So, well, I do Wild Shape. Well, I'm going to Wild Shape into an Allosaurus.
Excuse me?
A dinosaur? An Allosaurus?
Yes, please. Yes, please, Daddy. Yes, please, dinosaur dad.
I'm Googling it, and the initial results are promising. Okay, we're talking like knockoff T-Rex here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
T-Rex is knockoff Allosaurus. Okay, Bleurgh's preparing to jump onto its head.
Oh, actually, it's very cool. It's got spiny ridges.
Okay. So, you change in size.
Right.
And now rival the size of the chimera.
Right.
But you are instead a dinosaur, which I guess means that dinosaurs exist in this world. And what does that mean?
Well, look, I don't know, but they're in the basic rules list. I was like, all right,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll do
yeah.
that.
They're still there. Still
It's a
alive.
Palosaurus.
maybe for them, like a dinosaur is just like I don't know, it's just a chimera.
A shit
It
dragon.
is what it is. Yeah.
Can't even fly like a dragon.
Intelligent design. It's all a trick to convince us all that Palor isn't real.
Yeah. So I would like to try its special move of Pounce,
That sounds great.
which
Big
is
fan.
if the Allosaurus moves at least 30 feet straight towards a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn.
Oh my god.
The target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. And if they are knocked prone, I get to bite them as a bonus action.
Okay. Give me an attack roll then, please.
Okay, sweet.
Just again, zooming out on Morric's actions here. Morric just strides in, bored, reluctant, really doesn't want to be here, gets a vole out of his pocket and chucks it at the thing. And then when that doesn't work, just transforms into an allosaur and just ferociously jumps upon it.
God, he's jaded.
He's just super angry at this point. He's like, he's counting down. He's got probably 7 minutes or something until
I think it's been 12 seconds.
Still clock's ticking.
Time's moving fast for Morric. I got a 16.
That hits.
Yes.
Hits it.
Okay, so now it has to succeed. So I at least whack it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it has to succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna
Or it's knocked prone.
I'm gonna go back to the Natto 10 dice,
Yay.
just because I kind of want this to happen.
Oh, yay.
We all want this to happen.
Yes, it does. It does succeed. He did not beat the saving throw, so you knock it to the ground, and it is prone.
Oh my god.
And I get to bite it as an action, as a bonus action, so I'm going to do that.
As an insult.
Yeah.
None of us look. It's all just,
That was a 6 for the claw, and then I'm going to nom him. It's 2d10 plus 4. Sweet.
Wow.
D10. Where are you, friend? Here's one. D10. 1 and 2. 16. Please.
So, as Paul established the chain of events that led to Morric suddenly being an allosaurus, the big dinosaur leaps from the entrance of the tent forward onto the chimera and brings its claws down, knocking it to the ground. As soon as the chimera lands on the ground, the mouth of the allosaurus grapples around the neck of the chimera and pulls up a huge chunk of flesh. As the chimera dies and the allosaurus roars like the end of Jurassic Park, while tent bunting falls around.
Nice one, Morric.
But the thing that's most important, I think, to Morric in Allosaurus form is that he realizes there's still time to get back to the Hall of Mirrors.
In Allosaurus form.
In Allosaurus form, crucially.
Doesn't even bother fucking changing back.
He's running.
And the guy that runs the Hall of Mirrors looks up and is like, Jesus! And gets out the way as you duck into the tent. And you see like a comically small version.
You hear screams from inside the tent, and then just...
But in like a dinosaur way.
Yeah, strong dinosaur accent.
And everybody else in the tent still in fighting position and pose.
Still very on fire.
All right, now I'll go.
As a chimera bleeds out in front of you.
Right.
Well,
That were interesting.
we fought together a tremendous fight, but truly, life finds a way.
And then you just hear it. In the distance.
Terrible beauty of this land. Just when I think I fully understood the Forest Father, I discover a new element of his personality, and yet somehow it does not make him more mysterious. Quite the opposite.
Speaking of which, I can't believe I get to finally be the one to suggest this, but let's loot the corpse.
Can we fully Witcher 3 it? And
Oh my god, yeah. Cut its heads off, add it to a saddlebag.
Morric wears the saddlebags.
Bones and all.
What parts of the chimera are you hoping to loot?
Its teeth?
Did you say that Morric ripped off a head?
Nah, just a chunk.
A neck
chunk.
Just a chunk of a head.
Oh, a chunk.
A neck chunk.
It's half done.
Everyone knows that mythical creatures hide all their goods in the neck chunks.
And maybe it's like the tenderest meat.
Yeah. Johannes, you'll back me up.
Oh, the goat bit will be good.
Yeah. So Jump gets on his knees. No, he slides towards the chimera on his knees, stows the shredder, and sticks a hand right in the neck wound. Like, surely there's going to be some goods in here.
Gold?
Gold, maybe, preferably.
You feel around.
Jewelry.
And then your hand makes purchase with something sturdy. And you realise that it's just bone within the chimera. This isn't Final Fantasy. There's not fucking gill inside the goddamn chimera. Just a beast that you killed.
we should honour this creature and either eat it in its entirety to honour its death or bury it with full rites.
Never mind, someone's already taken all the goodies. Must have been while it was alive. Well,
we should commit the rest
next
of our
time.
time at the fair to this endeavour.
There is a staff in the ground from where C.D. Hansen planted his.
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess you're welcome to take this walking stick if you like. It's normal. It's normal sized for a person like you, Jümp. It was very big for a halfling.
So you're saying I should take it?
If you want it, mate.
Now, the question is, did his cool hat survive?
I'm afraid not. Burnt to a crisp.
Oh, Jümp could have had quite the outfit.
That would have been amazing. Still, it's never too late to design some new armour for myself, by which I mean a new
A
hat.
very good hat.
Yeah. I am, of course, no longer in need of my tier helmet.
Oh, yeah.
So I need a Hansen hat.
We've been pissing in it for days. Actually, days before you
Actually,
even died.
we do need.
Actually,
Yeah, we need to empty that out.
yeah.
It's been so long. It really stinks.
I don't suppose the rest of the fair is continuing to operate, given the recent attack. Or perhaps it is. Perhaps the people of this world are more accustomed to chimera attacks.
Do you think
the Hall
do you
of Mirrors
think
is still
This
operating.
has happened many times before, and C.D. Hansen had. It's such an easy name to remember. It really is. C.D. Hansen had like a stash of, clones of himself just in the back,
for
just in
sure.
case.
C.D. Hansen comes
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and is...
Maybe other people have died at the hands of his animal shows,
Serves him right, really.
and the shows have carried on. But
so many
as-
lawsuits.
They're like,
As
as
you-
long as it's within the tent, doesn't affect us.
Yeah,
Climate
exactly.
change, everyone. Never too late.
Exactly. The other ones want to make the ticket commission, so they're just pretending to not even hear the commotion in the
They're just
big
pretending to be punters. What a show!
As soon as they saw that some cool, competent adventurers had it all in hand, they all stopped and started doing the little, coconut shies again and things like that.
We do still have 12 to 13 tickets. And if it's all right with you, Margaret, I believe that there is a small spider robot with my name on it. I'm emboldened.
Oh, yeah.
Margaret turns to you, still on fire, like in 3 different ways, and puts her hand in her pocket and hands you some Singe tickets.
They completely burnt.
Some ash.
Yeah.
You went round on the haunted house ride at least 4 or 5 times. But there's,
How many do we have left?
there's still about 7 tickets left. So you can run back to Peck Resnick's booth. Jümp, as you pull your hands out of the viscera of the chimera, Johannes comes over to you and goes, "Hey man, that was really cool. I'm stoked as hell that I was finally able to teach someone some of my ways, and I think that I can finally move on from this place."
What, you're gonna die?
My friend, I've been dead for a long time.
Fugnog?
What? Incredible that you remembered his name.
Brilliant name, though.
Is it incredible? Is it incredible that I remembered Fugnog? Fugnog!
Yes.
I didn't.
The most incredible name ever.
Nog.
And Johannes sort of fades out in front of you.
Jümp, if you're finished fisting that weird dead creature, perhaps you'd like to come with us in order to try and win a prize from a dick who looks great.
Really fit asshole.
Yeah, really fit.
He gets up and wipes his blooded fist on his trousers. Just trying to remember what he's wearing.
It's jeans.
Yep, didn't take off my denim shorts. Do you like that finisher that I did there with the neck wound? Thought it was a bit folk and roll.
Wait, were you the Allosaur? I thought that was...
Was I?
I don't know.
Oh no, this thing, and he waves his blooded fist around.
Oh, I see.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
What a way to top a show.
Yeah. Yeah, we're great.
Brilliant. That's all I needed to hear.
Thanks for the cool tunes and that. Felt very inspired.
Oh.
Didn't use it, but felt inspired.
I enjoyed those extra 8 hit points.
Oh, those were good.
It ensured that I did not get below half of my overall hit points during the fight.
You know what? You played quite a
A good solo.
I don't know, a team game. Feels weird. You see, I mean, you did solo, but you didn't solo for nearly as long as you would have done before.
Not as aimlessly, right?
Not as like 32-minute long as your usual stuff.
Yeah.
Tends to be.
Yeah, not like completely without purpose that leaves you thinking where's he going with this and what's going to happen next. It was
cohesive. I've got some strange conflicted feelings inside.
That's just the moonfire.
Oh.
Don't fight it.
Okay.
I felt the moonfire.
Fit asshole, you said?
Fit asshole. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking Bleurgh's word for it.
What do you mean? You were there.
No, that he was an ass. I don't know. He seemed. I wasn't listening to a word he said.
Let's go,
we
friends.
will close out this episode with one more attempt for you to try and win the crab tank.
The mech suit.
So yeah, you rock back up on the booth.
My thing is +9, so basically I need to roll it so that the lowest number is more than 11.
Needs to be 11 or higher.
11
right?
or higher. So I need to roll it so that my lowest thing is higher than 11, and 3 times in a row.
2 questions. Is there a magic detection device or anything that would prevent me from casting Bardic Inspiration on Bleurgh?
Good question.
And second, how many charges of Bardic Inspiration do I get?
No, we're just gonna.
Third, Margaret puts on her cloak of many fashions and it looks all like kind of lacy and nice. And she sort of stands on the counter and leans on her elbow and goes, "So."
Great start. So,
how'd you lose that eye? Was it dangerous?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm married. Don't. I'm married.
You're married. You're coming on to me.
I'm not.
You tease.
Can I distract him?
quick, take the spider.
Somehow, so that Jümp can cast some magic to help Bleurgh win this.
We could just...
I really want it, Sarah. I really want the mech suit.
I could just take the mech suit at this state.
Unfortunately, there are no batteries in the mech suit, so...
Yeah, you ride it out of here and it falls apart almost immediately.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, jump. Yeah, jump for all your Bardic
What did
Inspiration.
it say? Made in Fantasy England.
Oh, shit.
You can only apply this to one of the rolls. Though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you get to decide which one?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, because this first one is bad.
So before you fire, and whilst Margaret is working her absolute
Magic.
charms. Yeah, definitely charms.
She's making sure to flex and also look kind of like, also simp at the same time.
Oh, I love that look.
It's a complex move.
Oh.
She's practiced it over years.
With Joan.
Stop focusing on seductive Maggie, this is too much. And then he whispers, marrow and arrow, farrow a barrow, Bleurgh needs a tank today.
Nice.
And on the wind, you feel like you can almost hear Johannes' voice say, "I'm proud of you."
Johannes!
Bleurgh says around. Who?
Steve. Feel really bad about Steve.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
For Steve. Okay, the first one is a pass.
Okay.
Nailed it. We've got a second finger monster. At the
At
very
the very
least.
least, we've got a friend with a finger monster.
All that matters.
Or we could get some sweets.
No.
You like some sweets?
Okay, the second throw included a critical miss. So what does the whole Goodman thing mean?
It means it's fucked, Paul Sol. It means it's fucking fucked.
Even if you added an 8 to that, you wouldn't get
Damn.
nearly near it.
All right, fine. Smash and grab. And I'm going to jump onto her.
No,
Hard cut to all of us sitting in prison.
Oh, just for a night.
I didn't want to go to prison.
The last one was a pass.
you can get one of the medium items. It affects like, hey, wow, two shots. That's pretty impressive. I shouldn't be surprised. I know what you're capable of, even with these
Even
perfectly
with
normal
what?
bows.
Sorry?
These perfectly normal bows that shoot very well, and you can't prove otherwise.
Margaret's all business again. She's turned it off now.
Peck's still got an eye on her boobs.
What do you want, little frogman? Do you want this little necklace, these sending stones, this feather token? What do I do for you?
What was that? The standing stones?
Sending stones. It's like mobile phones.
I could imagine those being useful at some stage. Let us take those.
Just take some of the other shit. It's all rubbish. Ain't the fucking mech suit.
One day we shall find
goose.
Maggie a mech suit.
Maybe we could build her one.
It's not for me.
I'm still an
although-
Allosaurus. I come over and scare him into giving us the Mexican.
Sorry, folks, that's the game.
You think this is my first Allosaurus? How do you think I lost this eye?
And he climbs into the mech suit.
The Allosaurus just looks down like,
The goose is so cool.
And we pan out on you guys still enjoying the fair.
Yeah.
Still really pissed off about the fair.
fucking shit.
Having a wonderful, normal day at the fair.
Seriously though, who was Johansson?
Johannes?
Exactly.
Thank you so much for listening to our Christmas episode. Not affiliated thematically, spiritually, or emotionally in any way, shape, or form with Christmas. Hope you had a good one and hope you're enjoying some time off today. Or if you're working, thank you. I empathise. Hope you enjoyed the show. Who is Jen Blundell as Margaret Battlehammer, Neil Hild as Morric, Paul Salt as Bleurgh, Paul Goodman as Jümp Fundenden, and Sarah Keep as everyone else. Music and editing by me. Christmas is an extra. Some news, what with it being Christmas and New Year and all, we have decided to take a 1 week break. Meaning that instead of the next episode coming out on Monday, January the 9th, it will be coming out on the 16th, just to give us a bit of time to recharge, reset, and forget all the poop jokes we've already told so we can tell them all over again. But never fear, because in place of an episode on Monday the 9th, that main feed is going to be showered with 2 episodes of GabQuest, which is our Patreon fortnightly talkback, where we talk about the episodes, get personal, weird, and oftentimes grammar-based, dropping into your main feed on the 9th. Until then, if you want to support us, you can over at patreon.com/questfantastic, where we have tiers from $1 up to $25, and all patrons get access to exclusive content such as GabQuest, our fortnightly talkback that gets personal, weird, and grammar-based. There's a Fiasco mini-series, and very soon a little one-shot that Jen and I took some time out to play. It's very fun and silly, and I think you'll like it. And if you just want to enjoy the main show, money's a bit tight, totally get it, and thank you for everything, Grumpo Dewclaw, for continuing to listen, to support us, to leave those lovely reviews that you've been leaving, and just sharing the good word in any way. Make sure to hop onto our Discord to discuss spoilers and general episode chat and pretty much anything at this stage. And if you want to see more from us, Jen and Sarah host the Queer Actual Play podcast, Roll Plus Heart. They've just finished their Kids on Brooms mini-series and it was absolutely awesome. Jen and Salt host Jen and the Film Critic, and Salt and I host the One Good Thing podcast. So hopefully at this stage your tum is full of Christmas pud, your head is full of the sounds of us pissing about, and it's time to go to sleep. And if you're at work, all the more so. Thanks again for listening. Thanks for this year, everybody, and we will see you next year. Woo, in 3 weeks or so. Bye.